Wow. Radio City? Crazy.
The nights that I can't remember with the people that I won't forget.
Killing it. But I got the key to Miami. So impressive. Passion is platinum.
Now I got a chicken and a goose and a rag, getting loose in the rag. Hey, hey, move to the mood, to the mood, to the mood. How did I end up right here?
Oh man, look at this. Man, you already know where I'm at. Early.
I see you. Check out this view. Lego. All right, make that up. But good things come in threes. Darling.
My name is Christopher Morris, and my group and I will be presenting to you today on Kodak. Kodak was founded in 1888 by George Eastman. Kodak operates in the consumer goods industry. There's three main segments to their business. The first is the Consumer Digital Imaging Group. The next is the Graphic Communications Group. And finally, the Film, Photo Finishing, and Entertainment Group. Kodak's motto for the longest has been, you push the button, we do the rest.
How you doing, guys? My name is Brian Petway. I'm here to present to you the external analysis of the Kodak case. Kodak started out within the film industry, which we all know now is obsolete. They moved towards the printer industry, which is very attractive, and their competitors would be Hewlett Packard, Canon, and Xerox. Opportunities and threats. Opportunities will be basically the printer market industry, the instant picture kiosks that you see around, laid around town, or when you go to Walmart, you might see a Kodak kiosk in there. It makes things easier, and also it also saves them money because now they don't have to have a person behind there to actually develop your film. You just pop in your card, your little SD card, and you get your pictures instantly. Threats would be the bankruptcy proceedings that everybody knows about. They filed in Chapter 11. Also, another threat would be that they have to sell their patents. Those patents that they're selling now opens up the windows to other competitors that actually take the things that Kodak actually had competitive advantage of and actually now use what Kodak had.
Kodak's core competency, they have two core competencies. Their first one is innovation, and the second one is their brand equity or their name recognition. These are Kodak's distinctive competencies because Kodak has always been first on the leading edge of technology. Kodak was the major maker of film for the longest time, for a very long time until film went obsolete. So they were always on the cutting edge of technology, always trying to make sure that they provided their customers with the best opportunity and the best product to take beautiful photos. Kodak is a world-renowned brand. Everybody knows Kodak. Kodak is in CVS and Walgreens and the kiosks. When you went to buy film, all you saw was Kodak film. Now, there are many imitators. There's nothing like Kodak. Kodak has, for the longest time, worked on technology, but now technology has even the field. So it's very interesting that Kodak has their core competency as innovation and technology, but technology has also been part of their demise and helped with their demise as Shutterfly, Facebook, Instagram, Fujifilm. All these competitors are now attacking Kodak's market share through technology. The business model that Kodak has is called the razor blade model. The razor blade model stems from a company called Gillette. And Gillette came up with this model because they sold their razor for a very cheap price. But they sold their razor blades for a very expensive price. So they made most of their money on the razors, on the razor blades, rather than the razor itself. Kodak applied this model as well and sold their cameras for a very low price, a very cheap price. But their film was very expensive, more expensive than their competitors. Therefore, Kodak made most of its profit based upon the film and the sales of film. Now, however, that Kodak has entered the printer market, the inkjet printer market, they have reversed that model, and so now their printer itself is very expensive and the ink is very cheap. So they're going more towards a cost differentiation model and cost differentiation perspective within the competitive market. Kodak is now going through some bankruptcy proceedings, and because it's going through bankruptcy proceedings, the ROA, or return on assets, for Kodak is negative. They have a negative 6.2% return on assets, which means that they're losing value daily. This also means that within their industry, they no longer have a competitive advantage. Kodak, for the longest time, had a competitive advantage, had 90% of the market share, but then when film became obsolete, so did Kodak. And that's why Kodak is struggling for his life now to make sure that they can regain some of their competitive advantage that they once had in the market. The strengths of Kodak one of the strengths of Kodak is the fact that they have innovation on their side, they have technology on their side. And that teams up with the opportunity they have because they're in a new market now. And because they're in a new market, they're able to use the strength of innovation to make better printers and cheaper ink with better ink as well. So that strength and that opportunity are now coupled together. One of the main threats that is now attacking Kodak is the fact that they are in bankruptcy proceedings. So because they're in bankruptcy proceedings, they can't really use their innovative minds to do anything because the threat of bankruptcy is preventing them from really taking advantage of that opportunity. This couples with another weakness that they have is the fact that because they're going through bankruptcy proceedings, they cannot put money into research and development. Because they cannot put money into research and development, they are no longer utilizing their core competency of innovation. And lastly, the weaknesses and the threats, they're one and the same. The weaknesses allow their threats to be more imminent and allow the threats that are attacking Kodak to gain a foothold. Their weaknesses are precipitating their threats, and their threats are, again, the bankruptcy proceedings of other companies. When you are a company that has to sell off your patents, which is your core competency, which is the innovation that you've had over the years, when you have to sell it off, then your company's in trouble. And so the weakness is that they can't have any more research and development for a while because they're losing money. And now they're coupled with they have to sell off their patents. It's a bad market. Because Kodak has these strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, we seem to see that the key strategic issue of Kodak is the fact that there's no diversification within their products. Kodak has for the longest relied on one product for the majority of their revenue. Back in the film days, they relied on film to make most of their revenue. And now they're about to make the same misstep again by relying on inkjet printers to help their company survive. That's a problem. Kodak has essentially put all their eggs into one basket. And you would think they would have learned the first time that when your basket breaks, all your eggs break, and then you end up in bankruptcy. But they're doing the same thing again. They're putting all their eggs into this inkjet printer market, and if that basket were to break, then they're even in the hole even deeper. So the key strategic issue is that Kodak needs to diversify their product line in order to help their company survive.
My name is Antonisha Cooper. Some alternatives that we feel that Kodak can implement into their business model is 1, staying innovative with technology, hiring younger managers to come up with new ideas for upcoming products. 2, partnering up with other companies to create different products. Last but not least, Kodak can come up with a product line using some of their resources from existing products. For example, Fujifilm made a product line of cosmetics using their photographic chemicals. Our best suggestion for Kodak would be to partner up with other companies to diversify their products. For example, partnering up with Instagram, considering that Instagram is looking to purchase a kiosk. The cost benefit for Instagram would be to have Kodak expertise in kiosks rather than spending extra money on outside research. The cost benefit for Kodak would be to reinvent a name for themselves by partnering with the hottest social media out right now.